Are you looking for an investment opportunity that will give you decades of luxury into the future? Then look no further than the asparagus. A well-prepared bed and a little bit of maintenance throughout the year will see you in spring harvest luxury for decades. Hi, I'm Robin and I've been filming my small permaculture veggie garden over the last couple of years and featuring a different edible plant. This week is a deep dive into the asparagus, and this is my 13-year-old asparagus patch. You can grow asparagus by seed or seedlings, but it's a slow process. The fastest way to get your asparagus bed going is to purchase bare root crowns. I'm intending on expanding my asparagus patch, the west wing of my asparagus patch, by introducing some purple crowned asparagus to my mix, just to give me a different coloured variety to my patch. Asparagus lasts about 20 years or more, so growing a second patch gives me some succession planting into the future, or a bigger crop right now. In the cooking process, purple spears end up green in colour. Plant your crowns in winter. Choose a site with permanency in mind, and the position should be in full sun. Before you start planting, enrich the soil with lots of organic material. The asparagus plants might be a little dry if they've arrived by post, and it might be a good idea to hydrate them ahead of planting. I'm using diluted worm juice here, but you could also use diluted seaweed or even just plain water. To start your asparagus patch, dig a hole or trench about 30 centimetres deep. Break up the bottom of the hole with your shovel. Make some little mounds to place your octopus-shaped bare root crowns over the top of the mound and spread their little roots around the mound, and then backfill with soil and a little bit of organic matter. 2 to 6 weeks after planting, you might see some small fern-like fronds starting to appear, but most of the growing is happening below the ground where the plant is putting its strength into the roots. As I mentioned earlier, this is a long-term investment. Don't be tempted to harvest your plant for the first couple of years after planting. So when your asparagus bed is aged 3, you can start harvesting and using fresh asparagus for the season. Asparagus is one of the first fresh greens you'll get each spring, and once those spears start pushing through the ground, it's all on, and you've really just got to keep eating them if you don't want to eat preserved asparagus. I find egg from your home chooks and asparagus as the absolute perfect pairing. A lot of people don't realise that asparagus is actually a fern, and as the shoots grow, the tips start to open up into fern fronds. When the stalks start getting thin and more fern-like in appearance, it's time to stop harvesting and let the plant regenerate for the next year. The asparagus plant is a wonder in spring, but it does take up quite a bit of space in summer and autumn when it's regenerating. It goes to about 1 metre and a bit and can be equally as wide. To look after my asparagus patch, I will stake and tie the fronds up together, and that allows me in summer to usually get a second crop, maybe of tomatoes or pumpkins, and they'll grow in and around. I don't plant over the area where the asparagus is growing, and in winter when the whole plant dies off, I protect that area and don't walk on it so that it doesn't compact, and I also protect it from chickens scratching it up. Cut the plant all the way to the ground when the fronds start to yellow off in autumn. Cutting the plants either for harvest or later in autumn when you're cutting back the plant, be careful not to cut below the surface of the soil, as you'll risk damaging the crowns. In winter, put some compost down on the bed to feed the plant into the next season. That ends the cycle. The leaves go onto the raised garden bed or into my compost bin, and then I add compost to the plant in winter to ready the soil to be nice and fertile and rich for its growth into the following spring. Containers are great for moving plants around if you need multifunctional space in your garden. Unfortunately, I don't find asparagus does all that well in a container. On the upside, this is a cool climate, and this plant grows really well in a cool climate. It's a frost hardy, quite hardy plant. Does have some specific insects that can cause it trouble, aphids sometimes and some other bugs, but in general it is not usually worried by a lot of natural predators. Even the possums tend to look the other way and not bother to snack on it. Asparagus goes back at least a couple of thousand years in cultivation and is recorded in literature from the Roman era as a delicacy, and considerable effort went into transporting the vegetable with haste to where it needed to go, because one of the things about asparagus is that it needs to be eaten soon after harvest, otherwise it loses a bit of sweetness. The Romans experimented a bit with the drying of the plant as part of its transportation, and perhaps some speedy chariots. Asparagus is an early spring vegetable, and also in early spring you usually get a glut of eggs if you have backyard chickens. And so here are 3 recipes for using eggs and asparagus. And the last one is by Stephanie Alexander, who is Australian cooking royalty. Stephanie Alexander produces excellent books based on cooking your own homegrown vegetables. When cooking your newly harvested asparagus, cut the woody end off at the bottom, give them a good wash, and the consistency should be not too limp and not too crunchy. And some people like to bundle up the asparagus and cook the bottom in boiling water and let the steam cook the top. There's an ancient Roman saying, as quick as it takes to cook asparagus. And so even a couple of thousand years ago, we all liked our asparagus in the Goldilocks zone, not too crunchy and not too soft. And it is a veg that doesn't take much cooking at all. Well, I'm going to stop banging on about the ancient Romans now and leave you with 93-year-old artist Joyce and friends looking at the beauty of the asparagus plant in a different way through art.